friends. I'm Bailey, and I'm so glad you're here. I was just thinking about a time when someone did something really exciting to show how much they loved God. Can you guess what it might be?
Dancing?
That's right! Have you ever felt so happy that you just had to dance? Today's story is about someone who was so excited to worship God. He danced with all his heart. His name was David. A long time after God gave his people the special land he promised, David became the king of all the Israelites. And David loved God so much, he was even called a man after God's own heart. David was a brave king who trusted God. He won many battles because God was on his side. But he didn't care about being powerful. The thing David cared about most was showing everyone how great God is. There was a very special gold box called the Ark of the Covenant. This ark reminded people of God's power and his presence with them. David wanted to bring the ark to the city of Jerusalem, where he ruled as king, so that everyone there could worship God and remember that God is in charge. When the ark finally came to Jerusalem, David was filled with joy. He wanted to worship God in a big way. So he started dancing in the streets, just to show God how much he loved him. David danced and danced. And he didn't care if he looked silly. He only cared about worshiping God with his whole heart.
Even though he was a king?
Yes. Most kings wouldn't dance in front of everyone like that. But David didn't care what people thought of him. He was dancing for God, not for other people. He just wanted to show his love for God in the biggest, happiest way he could. Not everyone understood why David was dancing. His wife, Michal, thought he looked silly, and she even felt upset about it, and she told David. But David told her, "I was dancing for God. I don't care if I look silly, because I was worshiping him." David didn't want to hold anything back from God. He didn't want to worship just a little. He wanted to worship a lot. David showed everyone that worshiping God isn't about looking perfect. It's about loving God with our whole hearts. You know, David's story reminds us that we can worship God with our whole hearts too. God loves it when we worship with everything we have, just like David did. So friends, remember that worshiping God isn't about being perfect or doing things just right. It's about showing him love in a way that comes from your whole heart, whether that's through singing, praying, or even dancing. Thanks for drawing and learning with me today. Remember, God loves when we worship with our whole hearts. I'll see you next time.